There is really hundreds of multi-tools out there. Which one should I choose? Which one should I get? Which one fits my budget? Which one is even worth it? Questions, questions, questions. Well, tonight we'll answer some of those questions, taking two of the top leaders in two different segments, the Leatherman Arc and also the SQT. We'll go ahead and examine both of these tonight. Now, if you're talking about Victorinox, Leatherman, Gerber, SOG, probably the Leatherman Arc ticks a lot of the boxes and most people would consider the most premium. It definitely commands the highest price tag at around $230, but it also has a lot to back it up. So one of the things I love about the Leatherman Arc is that it is easy to open, and that is not something you take for granted with a Leatherman. Take, for instance, my Leatherman Wave, I think my Leatherman Curl, maybe my Leatherman Surge, my Leatherman Super Tool. They are not extremely easy to open until they've been broken in maybe hundreds of times. So for the Leatherman Arc to be easy to open, that is definitely something that is really a good option. I do like how heavy duty it is built. I like the pliers. I like that everything is made in the United States. I think that's a big plus. So all these are really good options. Also, when we consider that the knife is the Magna Cut blade as well, I think that will be the tipping point for a lot of people. Even if they don't need it or use it, it's something that gives them more confidence that they have a better blade steel than most other multi-tools, probably all the other multi-tools out there. It's definitely a little bit more premium. Really appreciate you listening to this video and watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. That really helps out the channel, and comment below. So one of the next reasons why the Leatherman Arc is actually at the top of its game is because Leatherman has pivots that you can actually take apart, remove tools, add new tools in. Leatherman, in a sense, doesn't need to go modular because modders have already made it modular. Leatherman has long had a modular tool system in that you can replace, move around, do all kinds of cool things. Not as easily as the Roxxon Flex or the Goat, but it's not that hard to mod Leatherman tools. I haven't tried it on my Leatherman Arc yet. It's a little expensive. I prefer the Wave, the Surge platform, and so forth, but it is possible. Now, with the Victorinox Spirit, which I think would be the contender if the Leatherman Arc wasn't here, it is riveted, unfortunately. So no matter how good the Victorinox Spirit is, it does lose points in that category because with whatever tool set it has, you're pretty much stuck unless you want to go into pretty heavy modification. Now, the Leatherman Arc also has unique features in that, unlike the Victorinox Spirit and a lot of Victorinoxes, actually, with the Leatherman Arc, you do have things like the bit driver. So even though Leatherman bits aren't my favorite, now you have Nextool making bits, Gordon multi-tool making bits that can fit if the Leatherman bits dry up. So there's a lot more options now. With this also, you can get like the glass breaker that can fit in here. Also, PC Doodle makes the meter, temperature reader, and so forth. Also, I like the micro driver bit that is in the Arc as well. I'll talk about that a little bit more with the SQT, but I do think that's a valuable tool. I like these tools that you can replace. I think those are very valuable as well. With the Leatherman Arc, one of the things I am realizing after owning hundreds of multi-tools, perhaps 200 or so, is that the Leatherman Arc, one of the beauties of it is its accessibility. So it's easy to open the pliers, it's easy to open the implements, it's easy to use the pocket clip. It has the hammer right here on this side. It's an easy multi-tool to use. There are tons of multi-tools out there that you can use, but a lot of them aren't easy. You can struggle opening some of the implements. They may have odd characteristics. They may be a little bit harder to open. So for instance, Gerber's older MP600 version, while it's a cool tool, you have to slide out the pliers, then you have to open the implements. The Leatherman Arc is easy to access right away. That is something that is very understated, perhaps, maybe underthought of, but Leatherman has done an excellent job with its free series, and even previously, I think with its Wave, making it very accessible to the user and easy to use. Those are some of the things that really bring the Leatherman Arc to the top of its game. It's a pretty great tool. So as of right now, I see the Leatherman Arc at the head of the pack of the 4-inch EDC or 4¼ pocketable multi-tool world. I think the Leatherman's there. I think it's king because of its MagnaCut blade and all the other stuff we've talked about. Now, some people will say, well, there's a Victorinox Spirit. It is great, but I think Leatherman has an edge. Again, we've already covered some of that. So here's a Leatherman Arc, the best in this category, I would say, but the best in the cheap premium category, I think has to be the SQT. And in my mind, I find this the best option. This goes for around $30 or $40. It is a fantastic tool. Yes, there's some drawbacks. Hopefully we'll get to those in a little bit, but I think it has so many really great features. It has a plier head that looks very much like the Free series. Again, Leatherman said that's the strongest design, so who knows? But it's got a lot of great features. Some of the great features I really love is this serrated blade with the cutting hook. I really love the large scissors here. Fantastic large scissors. Again, you have to click these all the way back. Use the scissors like so. All these are locking. It's got a pocket clip. It's got almost like the Leatherman Free series scales right here. Then on the inside, it does have this micro driver bit. Now, what I used the micro driver bit was, we recently went to a hot air balloon event. My daughter had sunglasses that the screw actually came out. This is what I used. It was very valuable, perfect, just great. Now, I didn't use this exact tool. I like my modified DL7 version, the titanium version that I've modified heavily, but it's got the same tools as this one. Then my son had a chair. He's crazy, runs all around, bangs his chair and everything. Screw came out and I was able to pull out the tool, use the 1/4-inch bit driver. This is really a fantastic tool for that $30 to $40 price range. Just a great tool. You can find it discounted on Amazon. There's the Byberry version, the black and the gray, that's discounted heavily right now. I'll leave a link below. This is a fantastic tool. I like it because the plier head. I like it because of the special hook on the serrated blade. I like it because of the scissors. I like it because of the scales. 1/4-inch bit driver, micro bit driver, also the pocket clip as well. So if you really hate that it doesn't have a file on the outside, there is a file, diamond file on the inside. Makes up a little bit. Again, not the same as having a full-size file on the outside, but you do get a saw. Again, this great serrated knife, the regular knife, and the scissors. Now, the negative is that with these tools, it seems like they're always misaligned down here. Let's go ahead and bring in the Leatherman Arc. There you can see the Leatherman Arc is lined up pretty much perfectly. This tool is off center. This tool's $230. This one's about $30. So for $200 cheaper, I can live with this. Some of you cannot. So spend the extra $200, buy this. That's fine. But if you're not bothered by things like that, then I think this is a fantastic tool. I really recommend it. Some of you have had mixed reviews with it. Obviously, not everyone will be perfect. Even Leatherman's break. So do keep that in mind. Let me know your thoughts. What is the best tool all around, name brand and everything, in this 4 to 4.25 category? Also, what is the best tool for cheap that you think that you have found? I'd be interested in reading your comments below.